Hello, everyone. Welcome to Judah Reigns. Please like and share, subscribe if the information therein inspires you, comforts you, or elevates you. I want to speak to the Lord's great army now, whom I believe are already here. They have already been born. So the already here part are the angels that make up the Lord's great army, that spiritual, out of worldly force that will come with technology and know-how that will be able to contend with the outer worldly or UFOs or spiritual beings that still may be here on planet Earth if we are to believe anything about disclosure and about the UFO files to contend with them yana to yana. But I also believe or get a sense that there is also a human element that can contain the Lord's great army. And I also believe that at some point in the not too distant future, probably closer than what any of us realize, that there's going to be something brought to bear that's going to force them to coalesce and to produce justice, to do under the authority of the Most High God, creator of the universe, to be that agent that will manifest Armageddon to all the masses of the world. And that their performance or their dance on stage will be as such that what this world is now will cease to exist. And that succession of existence or power to rule will force the kings of the earth and that have ruled over all these worlds to release the slaves so that they may go to New Jerusalem to worship and pray and to heal from their labors here in America. The first thing I want to say is don't be afraid, for you know what is speaking in your heart right there in the middle of your chest. You know what your conscience tells you about righteousness. You understand more than anybody else what you are seeing throughout the world, throughout your family, throughout your neighborhood or your community. You are aware in a peculiar way that the masses of humanity can't even begin to fathom. You are aware of your environment from without and your environment from within. You have looked at your life and realized now that nothing that has happened to you is by happenstance, but it has happened specifically for this day. You have been trained for these moments. You have been trained for this world. And you have earned the position and the right to stand shoulder to shoulder with your brothers and your sisters in this moment of time where the Most High is absolutely in the world and on the planet. Now, do I mean the Most High in the physical sense? No. What I mean is that the Spirit of the Most High has now come back into the world. That what has gone forth from the Most High's mouth of justice and producing that, and that which was prophesied of Armageddon is now in the world. Now, does that mean that the Elohim can't come here? No, I'm not saying that. I don't control that, of course, but I'm trying to get to you of some of the fallacies that are out there that you have to consider. Think of it this way. You have the President of the United States, and the President doesn't go to every single state in order for the policies and procedures or the amendments or whatever he or she does in order for that word to go forth. Sometimes they do travel to different places throughout the earth, but for the most part, the president can stay in the White House and just simply sign a piece of paper about what he wants done, and then the agents of that takes it out to the different parts of the world and gets it done. We are living in that type of power even now, even more so, even grander, and even more detailed. So my question to you is, what papers or policies or rights of action have you been given? What commands or authorizations have been bequeathed to you? In other words, where do you stand in that army? What rank are you? Are you moving in that vein? And if not, are you willing to move in that vein? Are you unwilling to move in that vein? Are you hesitant on the path that you have been inspired to walk, or are you walking on that path? If there is any fear or hesitancy, consider admitting that there is. Meditate on it, pray about it. Open your heart and your mind to the Most High and see what or how the Most High may respond to that. It's the least that you can do. Don't deny it. That's the worst thing that you can do. For you don't want it to be said after the day is done that you were a coward. Or on the day when it was time for you to do what you were commissioned to do, you recoiled and ran. And that constitutes you from being counted as a true soldier of the Most High God. What is the Most High putting in your spirit right now? What are the things that the Creator of the universe, through the agency of His angels, speaking to you in your brain and in your soul and to your heart right now? Are you listening to it? Are you willing to follow what that anointing is showing you? The world cries out right now. Everywhere we all look, it is crying out for relief, for justice, for the pain and the suffering to simply be over with. And are you willing to set aside what may be your ego to produce that which will be the catalyst to open up the door of relieving all of the world's suffering? A soldier of fortune that will set up New Jerusalem and will allow the slaves, at least their descendants, their children, to go in and get the necessary medicine and to be that which will catapult Christ's kingdom administrators to their proper position on the earth so that they may not only heal that nation, but also heal all the lands of the earth. And I suspect that your name will be etched into the stars of heaven for the service that you are about to render. But it will require you to bow down and humble yourself to the chosen ones of the Most High God. And these ones are thought of as nothing lower than the dust in the eyes of the world. But damn that. The world has caused so much pain and suffering, and it has no answers to heal that which it has unleashed upon all the peoples of the earth. I get the sense this morning that the Most High has done more than enough in your spirit, in your mind, and even giving you evidence of what must be done. And for many of you, it will be to humble yourselves. Some of you are very prominent. Some of you are very skilled. Some of you are important men, important women. And what is to be required of you is to bust down on your knees to ones who are not in that position, who are humble in their environment, in their lives. But you will have to capitulate to them and follow the dictates that have been given to them by the Most High, which means you are properly dealing with the pride of your heart of doing this. So be it. Bow down anyway. The mild treatment, and I mean mild treatment, M-A-L treatment, of the world or the peoples of this world is not going to stop with the powers that shouldn't be. It stopped. The majority of the people of this planet are cowards. They're scared, and they should be. Why? Because the entities that have been on this planet are very, very powerful. They have been more powerful than them all along. And they are aware of their power. Remember, Satan, the devil, told Jesus, these worlds that he has given me, which means that Satan knows how powerful he is. And those that he has poured out his spirit on and has anointed as his viceroys, ruling in his stead or being his representatives, also know how powerful they are. And they also know how much power they have lost and continue to lose. And some of you also know how much they have lost. The days aren't coming anymore. They are here. On the hind side of unaliving, there is life. On the flip side of an end is a new beginning. And finally, perhaps the sacred truth is that not even angels are able to operate beyond or outside of the permission of the human beings that were originally bequeathed with this planet. A strange irony, isn't it? Quite possibly they can't act until we do. Herein lies an unspoken truth. Thank you for listening.